My name is Kevin Vodak. I'm the staff attorney at CAIR Chicago. During this week's Civil Rights Vlog, we are discussing new issues with the FBI. We learned through a New York Times article published on June 12th that the FBI is again expanding its own powers in a manner that threatens civil liberties. The FBI will be issuing a new edition of its manual called the Domestic Investigations Operations Guide, which provides standards for agents conducting investigations. The most important changes to this manual involve investigations which do not require any factual basis for suspecting criminal activity, which are called assessments. And the most critical changes to assessments include the following: allowing agents to search commercial and law enforcement databases without documenting in any way that they conducted those searches, allowing lie detector tests and searches of trash of individuals that FBI agents desire to become informants, allowing the repeated use of surveillance squads, which is essentially surreptitious monitoring of individuals, and most importantly, infiltrating a group's meetings for up to 5 times without having to follow any standards for that type of activity. These expansions of unfettered search abilities actually counters the findings that were made by the Office of Inspector General in September 2010 when they found that FBI agents violated Attorney General guidelines when they were investigating members of peaceful activist groups. Based on those findings, the FBI should have further restricted the discretion of FBI agents when conducting investigations, especially with First Amendment concerns. Albeit on a smaller scale, these recent revisions to the FBI guidelines represent the continuing erosion of our civil liberties. And we ask that you take action in the following ways. One is to contact your congressional representatives and ask that they impose stricter standards for FBI investigations and, in fact, convene a committee to monitor the FBI-owned investigations when First Amendment concerns are raised. And second is to act on a local level, to work with your local officials on enacting legislation that will ensure that our civil liberties are protected when local law enforcement conducts their own investigations. You can do that by going to the website www.constitutioncampaign.org. This concludes this week's Civil Rights Vlog. Tune in next week when we'll be discussing more civil rights issues.